Hello, and welcome back to the channel. So, something a little bit different today. We're going to take a look at this power supply over the back of my shoulder and give it a little quick overview review. For those of you that camp, need some power, I personally use a Cpap machine, so I got that to help me use the Cpap. But there's a couple tricks to it, so stay tuned to the end and I'll go over those. So, we are looking at the Flashfish portable solar generator. Nothing on the outside of it, but let's get into this. Okay, so what we are looking at is the Flashfish 300 watt pure sine inverter. These are the specifications on it. AC output can be 110 volts, 60 hertz. You can also do a solar charging, DC output, USB 5 volts, DC 9, 12 volts, 10 amp max. It's rated for 300 watts, pure sine wave. So AC input would be 15 volts, 4 amps. Battery capacity is 222 watt hours. Model G300. So on one side here, you've got the DC power, turn that on. DC output, batteries fully charged. You have two different output plugs that are 12 volt, total of 10 amps max. And then you have some USB plugs right there. So those are the USB plugs. And if we go ahead, we turn it around. Right here you have your AC side. So DC input for charging. You can turn this on. That will power your two AC output. And on the other side, tells you got your AC output, DC output there. Turn that off. We turn that off. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and get my hand out of the way. Hey, there you are. Okay, so that power supply, I use a Cpap for sleeping. I've had to sleep. I've used it for years and years and years and years. And one of the issues was with camping was not getting a good night's sleep. And then, you know, sounding like a bear in the woods with the amount of snoring that I would do. So I picked up this power supply, and I'll put a link to it down in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so if you decide to purchase it, I may get, I don't know, 20, 30 cents at no cost to you. But yeah, I'll put that link down below for that. So I got that. I use an Resmed 10 is what I use. So I got this, and I bought the 12 volt power supply furnished by Airres. Will not work with this one. It draws 11 amps at startup, so it would trip this every time. So little trick I'm going to show you is also down below is an aftermarket power adapter that I bought. Works perfectly. There was some complaints in the reviews about the plug not fitting, all that fun stuff. So I think I've got it right here, and I do. You know what? Hang on a second. I'll be right back. Let me go find the actual plug for this. Okay, I am back. So let me turn the camera around and show you the power adapter for your Cpap machine. Here we go. So the Flashfish, the power supply, comes with this socket adapter. So you plug that in here, and then turn your DC power on and you get power to this. It also came with this handy dandy little USB light. Get that out of the way. Let's plug this in. And it comes with a nice little handy dandy USB light. So you could use that as a night light if you're camping or any other miscellaneous items. Okay. This is the charger. Plugs in right there. Plugs into your wall and then charges. This. It takes an average of about 6 hours is what I was getting to get this fully charged. So, you're camping. You have your cigarette lighter, for lack of a better term, your 12-volt adapter. So, you plug that in. This right here, this item, is the adapter that I use for my Resmed Airsense10. Resmed Airsense10. Hang on, let's go look at that. Alright, it's a little dusty, but hey, this is what I have. It is the Resmed Airsense10. Whoa! Auto set. That is what I'm using for a Cpap. This is the adapter that works with the Cpap. Plug in. This end will plug into your Cpap and power it up. So, yeah. Okay, let me get you turned back around. Okay, so, a couple of caveats with that, tips, tricks, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. So, you cannot use your humidifier with it. It will draw too much power. So, if you need the moist air, you can always put water in the tank and not turn the humidifier or the heated hose. Can't use the heated hose. So if you just turn those off, you are still going to get moist air. It won't be as moist as if it's heated, but you still get, I mean, just even the dry air blowing over through the water tank, if you've got water, will still give you some moisture in the air, but not as much. So I tried this out at home, and I was able to get 3 full nights of usage with the power supply. So 3 full nights without recharging in between. So I'm like, hey, this is great also for power outages, that I've got a power source to use for Cpap for a night or two. So it works great for that. Camping, used it on a few of the overnighters that I did. Worked fine, not an issue. I also was able to plug in Christmas LED Christmas lights to light up the tent. Not an issue. Didn't drain. Didn't take hardly any power at all. I also picked up a 12-volt light bulb that plugs in USB. I'll do another review on that. That's actually really kind of handy. So I'm going to put links, like I said, to everything down below. They are affiliate. I may make a buck or two if you decide to purchase, but if you're going camping and you don't want to spend the money on the brand name jackery, this is a great alternative. It was fairly inexpensive. Works great. Like I said, 3 nights on a single charge. It's also available. You can get the solar charger, and you can charge it through through your vehicle, through a 12-volt plug-in in your vehicle. So, yeah. So if you need a Cpap and you want to do some camping, that's the perfect setup right there. So hopefully you like this. Appreciate thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff for the YouTube algorithm. And as always, somebody loves you. Thanks for watching, guys.